Hello everyone, welcome back to the part 5 of the Somnath Temple modeling series. So in the previous videos you can see that we have almost completed the modeling of this temple, and now in this video we are going to focus on adding the finer details to this model, so which will make this model a bit attractive. So without wasting much time, let's start the video. And here I have added a image. You can easily find such black and white image on Google, and we are going to use this particular pattern in order to decorate this temple. So first of all we need to convert this image into a mesh, and there is a very amazing trick by which you can convert it to a mesh. So here under this convert section you can trace the image by grease pencil, and this will trace the image. So as soon as I hide this image, here you can see we have the traced out outline of this image, and here I am just removing the material of this outline. So here you can see it is a transparent outline traced by, and now first of all we need to convert this to a Bezier curve. Okay, and then select this don't use the grease pencil but the curve, this trace one. Okay, so then we can just delete that grease pencil. Using this curve we can again do the same process, and this time we need to select the mesh so that it will be converted to mesh, and which will have vertices and all those things. So here you can see it is having the vertices, and now we can just fill out this particular sections by pressing F on the keyboard. So this will fill out those areas, and I am just fast forwarding this particular process. Now place this object over here, and what we can do is we can go to the edit mode, and from the top view we can extrude each of these objects and scale it, and one more time extrusion, and this time scale it downward. So here you can see by doing this process we got a very dense object. Now we can simply add a plane, rotate it along the x-axis, and then scale it properly so that it matches the proportion and size of this image. And now simply extrude it along the y-axis, and with the face selection insert a face a couple of times, and we need to make the cavity like object. So here you can see, now we can just simply place this object as many as time we want. So now I am just duplicating this object a couple of times. So once you duplicate the object, you can select each of these objects and just join them by pressing Ctrl J on your keyboard. And now what we can do is we can add a mirror modifier to this object, so that it will be mirrored along the another side of this temple. So now select, so I am selecting a object through which it will be mirrored. So here you can see it is mirrored along those curved portion. Now it is the time to add the textures to this temple. So I am selecting any one of the object. So first of all, I am selecting this particular object and going to the shading tab, add a new material. First of all, let me join each of this area so that we can have a larger work area. So I am adding a new material. And I have a couple of image assets. But before using those assets, you need to enable the Node Wrangler add-on, so that it will be very useful. So now I am just selecting the principal BSDF, and you can just simply append each of these images. You can easily find such images on Google. There are several textures websites like Polygon and texture.com from where you can download this. And now the most important task is to unwrap this model. So here you can see I am doing the unwrapping of this model, and as soon as I unwrap it, and it will be properly spread throughout the mesh. So we need to do the same process with each of this model. We can use the same material, but we need to unwrap each of this model separately. So now with this model, into the UV editing section, press U on the keyboard and unwrap it. So here you can see it is being unwrapped. If your computer is not good enough, or else it will take some time to unwrap it. Okay, so don't worry if your computer lags while unwrapping. It will take some time, and then it will give you an unwrapped of this model. So now I am selecting each of these objects, and then we can just link the material so that our task will become easier. So now using this, copy to select it. So here you can see all those individual models have this same kind of texture, and the only thing that is remaining is to just unwrap each of these models. And unwrapping is quite easy. You can just select the object, U on the keyboard, and unwrap it properly. Do the same kind of process with each of these objects. And I think this is a very simple task, so that you all can do it. I am fast forwarding this particular process. So after UV unwrapping, your model, the material of your model should something look like this. So here you can see the texture is uniformly spread throughout each of these tiny meshes. And now what we can do is we can follow the lighting process. So here I am basically using a 3-point lighting system. Now we need to just place this light and just point it towards this temple. Now duplicate this light, and we can just place it into the front and again duplicate it and on this right hand side. And now we need to just simply go to the render tab and just check whether this is appearing properly or not. So now I am changing the render engine to cycles, and before changing, what you need to do is you need to save this project properly, otherwise it may crash, since this model is having too much of topology. So we need to just save it first. So as soon as the image has been processed, what we can do is we need to just play around the powers and the strength of those lighting and how will they impact on this model. So with this light selected on the right hand side, we can just see whether the 0.5 power is appearing properly or not, and just play around those power settings, and if everything appears good, you can just simply press F12 to render the image. And these are the rendered image from the different angles, and they are looking amazing. If you have learned something new and interesting from the whole series of this temple modeling, please consider subscribing the channel and share it with your friends. And we will meet into the next amazing series like this. So till then, have a nice day.